Howdy and aloha. Welcome to Manhattan. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you stand tall.
Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, my muscles. Oh, I need to work on these things. Howdy and aloha, everybody. It's James with Monotone. All right, I'm going to keep it simple, right? It is September 20th, 2023. The last show, I think I said 2024. But anyway, the Pedo Predator Class, aka World Economic Forum, and their associates are hell-bent on exterminating at least 2/3 of the planet's population of human beings. Okay, have a nice day. Aloha, thanks for being here. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's it. And they want to hoard it all for themselves. We're talking about 189, 200 bazillionaires out there that just want to do that. That's it. That's their goal. That's their goal. I don't. There's no other conclusion. All this other crap is just nonsense. The F-35, the F-35 little birds are chirping that possibly it was supposed to be a false flag, and some people, and the pilot, who knows where that person's at. They're looking for the plane, but nobody's talking about the pilot, right? And I think that's kind of revealing. Because sources are saying that it quite possibly could have been that this person was in the plane and they were going to create some kind of false flag, gigantic murder or something of a bunch of people, right? Calling it, pinning it on this or that. This is just speculation. And the guy ejected, or the girl ejected, and said, nope, I ain't doing this shit. Just didn't want to follow these orders, didn't like what was going on, didn't like, once they found out that that was the case, they're like, oh, I'm out of here. Eject, they're gone. That's quite possible. Let's not, but the question is where's the pilot? Has anybody talked to this person yet? What's the actual story? Right? Because I guarantee you if they found this person, who, in this case, if that's the situation that happened, then they're doing whatever they can to corral them to make sure that they don't spill the beans, kind of like a 9/11 thing. Building 7. Anybody? Building 7? Bueller? Yeah, nobody gets that. At 5:20 p.m. on 9/11, a sixth building went down. A fifth... One, two, three, four. A fourth building went down. 1 and 2, 5 and 7. 5 you can see, but anyway, I'm not going to get into all of it. Just look it up. Building 7. But what's kind of very alarming to me right now is this guy again. Right? What is going on with this guy? What is his fucking deal? Right? What is this guy's deal with pushing mRNA? Just because we know it works. It's probably the greatest invention of all times, right? mRNA, which I used to know what it means, but I'm going to look it up real quick just because. But he wants this guy. This is Illuminati, but he really put some interesting stuff out there. But this is a real article. This is what he wants to do. This is what Bill Gates, the emperor of depopulation, and I think I went over that with everybody. So let's just say I come up to you and we're the only 2 people on the planet, right? Or maybe there's 3 of us. And I say, the planet's overpopulated. How is that taken by those other 2 people that are the only people on the planet? Let's just say the planet's like a acre in diameter. It's not a really big planet, right? And all of a sudden, this one of them comes up and goes, "Hey, man, we're overpopulated." And then one of the guys goes, "Yeah, it's pretty stuffy up here." And the other guy goes, "Wait a second. Then that means either one or two of us has to go." Right? Is that what you're saying? So who goes first? You go first? You go first? You go first? You go first? You... So what people are saying, in all actuality, in the bottom line, the end game, or the real reason why they're saying the word depopulation, it's a war term. It's a genocidal war term. It means they want you to leave, but not me. I get to stay. So when an elitist, Pedo Predator Class elitist that's, been to Epstein's Island, who knows how many fucking times, and hung around with him and did deals with this guy, when he's telling you that he wants to do something for you, like he wants simple foods or good meats, these two companies that he got fucking passed through the FDA, who I'm talking to Marcia right now in regards to the safety of the lab-grown meat. And you could just imagine what's in that stuff. And actually, if you look up Dr. Shiva, he does a whole presentation, very well laid out, on how GMO anything, lab-grown anything, unnatural, tainted, laboratory altered fruits, vegetables, poultry, meat, fish, whatever. It's your body. It doesn't work that way. Your body doesn't work that way, and it's very bad for us. And he knows it. Bill knows that. Bill Gates knows that. So I'm just like, how is this criminal still roaming free? Is beyond me, because it really isn't about the money. They want him to murder the... That's it. He's the guy. This guy is your biggest... Well, besides... Well, him and Fauci are like a close tie, right? These are two amazingly diabolical, brilliant, great salespeople in regards to pushing death, I'm sure there's some military-industrial complex salespeople out there, but these guys are really fucking good, right? These guys are really fucking good. And that's it. Like I said, and you can stop after you hear this, because this is basically what it is these billionaires, right? There's about 180, well, according to this guy, let me grab it real quick, because I just put it up on the thing. Let me see some replies. This guy right here, his name is Jim Rickards. Right? Brilliant statistician, and just knows Wall Street up and down. He's standing in front of an F-35 right now. That's an 80, 90... possibly $100 million machine. $100 million. Because the F-14s used to go for about $40 million back when I was in the Navy. And those are freaking pretty cool. But anyway, so I asked him this question. Oh, shit. I did. I swear I asked him a question. Here we go. So he does this video. And I'm going to show you the video real quick so you understand why we need to know this question. The question is, who are the 189 individuals? Because he clearly states, it revealed a network of major financial institutions positioned inside the world's more than 189 individuals. He's talking about the World Economic Forum. And these are the people, right? And let me just show you the video real quick so you understand what I'm talking about.
So, what was she talking about? Who was she talking about? I placed a few calls, first to my contacts in Washington, then to a few people on Wall Street. Soon I was on a plane for a series of meetings to London, to Geneva, back to New York, then down to South America. As I began connecting the dots, a pattern emerged. It revealed a network of more than 189 individuals positioned inside the world's major financial institutions. Some of them hold senior positions inside the IMF, World Bank, and every central bank in the G20, including our own Federal Reserve. These elites share one vision, and they're about to make it a reality. That vision is one world order, one world taxation, and one world money.
There it is. And he understands. But I want to know who these people are. I know there's probably a few more that are out there. But my goal is to expose these people, which we should. These are the people that create all the crap. Just tons of junk, crap, everything. They're the reason behind this here. This thing that I completely unequivocally prove that Building 7 was not taken down by a 152 or 150 Cessna or any kind of projectile. Nothing. It was a demolition with the term pull means a demolition. Anyway, go to rethink911.org. That'll take you to the architects, which they merged. Rethink911.org. And they've got all the information. And everybody's forgot about that. But, I've also just absolutely have connected. Why is this timer still going here? I've also connected that 9/11 and Maui the Maui massacre. It's not a Maui fire. It's a massacre. It was a massacre. Are connected because they want to turn Lahaina into a memorial, aka smart city. What did they do with the World Trade Center and all those most of those areas? What did they do with that area? Oh, they made it a memorial. Isn't that interesting? The government came in and took it all. Yeah, there's little similarities there for sure. So, and I've already stated this just many times, and I just want to make sure everybody gets it, because this is part of their process, and their process is just to make sure that they have mass social control, right? Which is kind of like the lead up to their ultimate control, because I used to think, this is it, absolutely. But this isn't it, like, absolutely. That's not it, absolutely. Right? The mass depopulation is absolute. And if you have world central banking, or CBDC, or FedNow, and whatever else is out there that they're starting to create, then you'll definitely notice that's their end game. That's their end game. And we're talking the highest of highest at BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, JP Morgan, Fidelity, you fucking name it. They're all a part of this. Mass social control, mass depopulation, world central banking, all kind of ties in as one. But they're just bottom line, they're pitting us against each other. What's interesting to me is the liberal mind, which is, I kind of have that mind, but I also have a conservative mind. I'm kind of, there's no confusion. I just have the ability to liberalism is supposed to be, understanding and open to new ideas and stuff like that, which I am, right? Which I am. But the problem is some of these new ideas that they're coming out with, like trans crap and pole dancers, men in beards dancing in front of children in kindergartens. This is crazy. That's nuts. It's ridiculous. It's wrong. We know that. You know that. I know that. We know that. But that's all by design. These people design that process, right? Divide and conquer. If the 99% continues to fight each other, then we'll never defeat the true enemy. And it's the World Economic Forum, which is basically a metaphor. But everybody, all of their information gets funneled through them. And that's what I've researched, what I've studied for at least over 3 years now. Everything is connected. Everybody's connected. If you just go to a fundraiser, NGO, some movement that's happening, one of those people in the highest positions is either a young globalist of the World Economic Forum, associates with an outlet similar or a branch of the World Economic Forum, and there's several out there. Like the AARP is a piece of the World Economic Forum. State Farm Insurance and their CEOs went to the last Davos meeting. Guess who else went to the last Davos meeting? Anheuser-Busch. Interesting. Everybody that went woke went to at least 1 or 2 or 3 past years or 4 years to the Davos meeting. All the corporate equality index players, or from my opinion, fools, because they're buying this shit. But they sold them that it's going to be good and helpful, and it opens up, but it's actually a divisional tool. It's all a divisional tool. You know, DEI was a divisional. Well, DEI was a way to get kids to get scholarships. That's all that was about. That was a financial tax scam. Financial banking scam. Oh, so now everybody can get into a college and get a loan. So now everybody can go to Harvard, you know, if you qualify, of course. DEI gives you the ability, because you're either a minority, etc., to get in. But it opens up a bigger door for the banks to take those student loans out. And they're not cheap. Some of these places are $40,000 to $80,000 a year. Some are even more than that. Way more than that. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know, and what do you get out of that? I know people that haven't had like college at all. I know people that are making millions of dollars a year. Just some side hustle or some business, something they started, or maybe it's a construction crew or company that they created. It's amazing what colleges are teaching people and what they're actually being able to apply. Because you can get a coding certificate, or you can do that for free in Google, right? And you can be making, $40,000, $50,000 a year right off the bat. Look, I'm not saying college is bad, but I do think it's compromised. I don't think college is what it used to be. I think college used to mean something, and it used to have professions that were available. But guess what? Not everybody's going to be a lawyer. Not everybody's going to be a doctor. Not everybody's going to be an engineer. And that's what you want your kid to be. But guess what? Right? Guess what? There's not a lot of openings for that. Right? Not a lot of openings. Probably more so doctor right now because of the mRNA, for sure. For sure. Because that was banking. That helped out doctors, hospitals, big pharma, big elderly care. It helped out big psychology. So does this trans crap. Right? They love this shit. They're just making so much fucking money off of it. Anyway, I don't want to keep going into this, but let's get back to this guy. So I asked him. I posted this on here, and this is the first time I really tried to reach out with this guy. I want to know who these people are, James. And I know you're a professional, and I know you're, 1,000 times smarter than me in regards to finances and a few other things. But when it comes to the World Economic Forum, and these Pedo Predator Class sick fucks out there, which I hope you're not associated with, we need to do something about that. We definitely need to do something about it, because it's just really getting out of hand. We got to start nailing these people to the wall And so I'm just letting you know, my goal coming up here is to find out who these elitist Pedo Predator Class people are. That's my goal. I'm going to find out who they are, what country they're at. I'm not going to give you their addresses. That's not going to work. I'm not going to do that. I am going to find out who they are. You can do your own research on that. But I'm going to find out who the big players are out there, who's all in with depopulating 2/3 of the planet, right? Who's propping up people like Bill Gates, to Fauci, and all these other idiot pawns, puppets like Biden. Biden's just one of the greatest puppets on the planet. Let me see here. So this happened, right? Yeah. So somebody did reveal a little too much information, obviously, right? I mean, we could do that. You could send, we could all hang out and ask these people what's going on. Hey, we want to be in your club. We want to be in your arc. Invite us, right? Because we know that we're going to follow you. We're going to follow you into your shelter, your Hilton hotel size shelter that you've created for yourself when the apocalypse comes. We're going to be waiting. That's all we're going to do is just follow you there. Right? If it's in a jet, we got people with jets that make $500 to $1 million a year that can get a Lear jet. No problem. We'll just follow you. Right? And we're going to go with you into those shelters, into those arcs that you have created for yourself. Yeah, we're going to go. We're going to go with you, bro, for sure. This is interesting. Yeah, because this is just craziness. And I love this. I've done this one a few times. I got to show you this one.
Okay, you're checked in.
Yeah, thank you. Cosmo Crane.
Okay, you're checked in.
Yeah, thank you.
Here's your AIDS ribbon.
No thanks.
You don't want to wear an AIDS ribbon?
No.
But you have to wear an AIDS ribbon.
I have to?
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't want to.
But everyone wears the ribbon. You must wear the ribbon.
What you are? You're a ribbon bully.
Hey, you, come back here. Come back here and put this on.
Yeah.
Hey, where's your ribbon? Oh, I don't wear the ribbon.
You don't wear the ribbon? Aren't you against AIDS?
Yeah, I'm against AIDS. I mean, I'm walking, aren't I? Just don't wear the ribbon.
Who do you think you are?
Put the ribbon on.
Hey, Cedric, Bob, this guy won't wear a ribbon.
Who? Who doesn't want to wear the ribbon? So, what's it going to be? Are you going to wear the ribbon? No, never. But I'm wearing the ribbon. He's wearing the ribbon. We are all wearing the ribbon. So why aren't you going to wear the ribbon? This is America. I don't have to wear anything I don't want to wear.
What are we gonna do with him?
I guess we're just going to have to teach him to wear the ribbon. Cosmo Crane.
Sorry, the volume wasn't up very loud, but you guys get the point. They're getting people to do this, right? This is what they're doing. They're getting people to act in this manner, and it's really amazing. Because it's they're getting people to act here. This is the best one right here. They're getting people to act like this.
Never. But I'm wearing the ribbon. He's wearing the ribbon. We are all wearing the ribbon. So why aren't you going to wear the ribbon? This is America. I don't have to wear anything I don't want to wear.
What are we gonna do with him?
I guess we're just going to have to teach him to... This is America. I don't have to wear anything I don't want to wear.
What are we gonna do with him?
I guess we're just going to have to teach him to wear the ribbon.
Yeah. And that can go both ways. I saw a post was it Danielle St. John? Really brilliant. It's a good post. She said, so what if people... Let me see if I can find it. Hang on. I thought that was a good point and what I'm concerned about here in the future. You know, let's just say Trump gets in office and things go in the totally different direction, which we don't want. But I know people won't go with it, but who fucking knows these days? Let me see. These are my posts. Now let's go to home. Oh, man. I got too many things moving here at once. Get out of here. Get out of here. Am I in the right place? Yeah, I'm in the right place. I know it was here somewhere. Alright, I gotta find it. But anyway, I'll just tell you what it was. So she said, so what if... So she goes, what if... what if secretly there were some teachers in your children's schools that were teaching them to pray for a particular religion, but not telling you? I know that sounds just wrong, but would you be okay with that for teachers to, and obviously that's wrong. Anything that a teacher is teaching needs to be served like they're serving Chinese food at the Chinese food walk-in takeout restaurant. What that means is they have the smorgasbord. It's like a buffet. So what they do is they serve everything in front of you so you know what's going on, what they're giving to you, how big is the portion. Whereas they even show in some Chinese restaurants the guy's cooking it in the back, which I think all restaurants should do. If I'm eating somewhere, I want to know how the food's being prepared. There's a restaurant, I've just remembered it and I forgot it in 2 seconds, in California, and it's not the Cheesecake Factory, but it was next to it. It was a freaking Italian restaurant, pasta place. It'll come to me maybe. But they had a railing that would go into the kitchen, an area where people could walk in and watch them making the food, because it was kind of cool to watch the process, how they prepared, what they prepared, and then some of the cooks were kind of, so now I'm sauteing, and then I'm going to, we keep the water warm, and then we put the pasta in the thing, and then it basically just heats it up al dente, and all this stuff, and they're teaching this stuff. And that's the way our food should be. That's the way everything should be presented by the government. Whether it's a public school, whether it's and pretty much everything. Doctor's offices. I mean, I don't need to see the fucking surgery, but I want to be able to know that I can watch it. Does that make sense? Let's just say if somebody's operating on my child, right? Or my grandson and granddaughter, right? And something happens, and I want to be there to make not that I know what the fuck's going on, but this closed door stuff is just getting out of hand. Now, there's a time and a place for closed doors, the lavatory, the bathroom, and it should be just men or just women. If it's either or kind of place, then there needs to be a lock on the door, right? For sure, because there are places like that where it's just for both people, but there's only one fucking bathroom. We're talking about the gas station, right? But my point is that there's just not enough transparency in a lot of stuff that's going out there, and it's just getting out of hand. It's just getting out of hand, which I like this little thing here that this says. This is pretty much it right here. This is how the world is working, right? This is me. right? This is me. This is the way I see things. I see things like this, right? How do you tell who's telling the truth? The ones trying to silence other people are the ones lying, right? The ones trying to silence other people are the ones lying, right? Because if I'm able to debate or rebuttal or to give you my information, right, then we're good. Oh, hey, Cheryl. How you doing? There's Eric. AIDS ribbon. I'm going to take a break, and I'll be on in a minute, and I'm going to give you guys the link if you guys want to come by. There's a few things that Cheryl has sent me that we're going to go over if she's available, and I'm going to go over them anyway if she can't come in. But here, this is the bottom line. Once they start to silence you like YouTube does to me, I'm on my fucking 7th, 8th channel now, right? And I don't get paid to do this, right? I do this research because I care. I just care about my daughter, my sons, my daughters, excuse me, my sons, my grandkids. I care about my neighbors, my friends, my family, right? So when they start to do this, right, and then you find out that misinformation or those conspiracy theories were basically just spoiler alerts, right? And the stuff that I'm telling you, those are conclusions I've come up with. They want to get rid of most of the people on the planet so they can hoard the rest for themselves. That's the only conclusion to all this, in my opinion, my perspective. That's it. That's it. I don't know what else to tell you. You know, however they get there, they want to get there, and they're still doing it. They're still doing it. There was a little good news that, let me see, I think I still got that. There was some good news that came down the pike in regards, so Mr. Jim Rickards, please contact me if you can. Yeah, I'm here all day long. 24/7, 365. I'll get back with you within 24 hours. That goes for everybody. You want to message me or anything like that, until I have like thousands of subscribers and stuff like that, then yeah, that's pretty much the way it's going to work. But yeah, I put this up the other day. All right. And then the community guidelines came in regards to the F-35. And what was I saying? Did the pilot disobey orders and eject himself from the F-35 because he did not want to murder innocent Americans? Right? In regards to the false flag mission over Charleston, North Carolina? You know? I mean, is that what he wanted to do? I'm just trying to figure that out. Right? Were they initially looking for the plane or the pilot? Because the plane has an impenetrable tracking system. The pilot does not. And I know there's beacons on the pilot, of course. But let's just say that pilot took that stuff off and said, I don't want to wear it. I don't think they have chips in their bodies, those pilots. Not that I'm aware of, that is. So where is the pilot? And what's his story or her story? I think we need to ask that question. Nobody's even asking that question. So I asked that question and put up an assumption. And sure enough, the community guidelines of TikTok took me down. So I redid it so they couldn't really trace it, but who knows? Because that was blowing up. That had about over 3,000 hits within, I don't know, like half a day. Right? And it was moving fast. Most people have seen it already, but most people have saved the other one. All right. Anyway. All right. Let's see what's going on. I am going to take a quick break. Oh, what's this? Razor wire, baby. I don't know what else to do. This is just getting out of hand.
Lift up your voices in this great city in the heart of England. Lift up your voices in this great city in the heart of England. Send to all the world a message.
Huh. Okay, that's very good. Every life.
Lift up your voices in this great meeting in the heart of England, send to all the world a message. England lives.
Oh, that's
and marches
annoying.
on.
That is just fucking annoying. Some of these TikToks are just, God. When I look at them and I open them, I'm like, ooh, what am I gonna see? Because you got to be careful. TikTok's pretty harsh sometimes. Uh-oh, who's this? Shut up, you commie weirdo tyrant. Oh, that's perfect. Cat turd strikes again. This guy's fucking awesome, girl, whoever it is. Impressive. Former New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern says free speech is a weapon of war and censorship is necessary to protect free speech. How does that make sense? How does that even make sense? Those are her words. Right, here it is. Free speech is a weapon of war, and censorship is necessary to protect free speech. Censorship is necessary to protect free speech. What the fuck? My question is who wants to believe that shit? I don't know anybody that wants to fucking believe that crap. Right? These are the same people that think there's too many people on the planet. Like if there's me, her, and you on a little piece of land or planet and the rest was cut off or whatever, going into space, flat, or whatever you want to say. Right? She would go, oh, there's too many people on here. You need to go. No, I don't need to go. You need to go. And the third guy goes, how about none of us go and we'll just try to work out something else? Well, we'll try to find a planet B. Let's put all of our... Imagine doing this, and I want people to try to imagine this. Instead of all this divide and conquer and division crap that the pedophiles want you to do, because obviously they just want to hoard everything for themselves. That's the end game, right? The end game is for them to eliminate as many people off of the planet as possible, at least 2/3, and control the rest, right? And control the rest. That is their goal. So let's just imagine this. Let's just imagine, and then I'm really going to go take a break because I want to get something to munch on. Like I got some pears and stuff. Imagine this. Instead of, on average, $680 billion per year going to the military-industrial complex since 9/11. So that's an average of approximately 680. Let's just make it 700 and round it off. $700 billion going to the military-industrial complex for over 22 years, I think it is, right? Yeah. Since 9/11. Add all that up, or take all that money, or at least half of it. Let's just take 75%, or just a quarter of it, and put more money into, and time and effort into space travel, into safe space travel. That's the difference now. Okay? So we can find a planet B, because we are, genially, our ancestors were first what? Our ancestors were hunter-gatherers. Exactly. We are hunter-gatherers first. Okay? Homo sapien, Cro-Magnon, somewhere around there. And then there's a spot where it kind of just got totally different. I don't want to get into all that because it's kind of a genial ant farm thing. But anyway, so basically, we have billions of dollars going here, billions of dollars to Ukraine, military industrial complex, money going to these elitist pedophile predator class motherfuckers, World Economic Forum, blah. That's where all this money's going to, right? That's where all this money's always gone to. So instead of giving that money to them and letting them, build more weapons of fucking mass destruction and all this other crap and create, genocidal bioweapons across the planet, that they trick people into taking because of some fucking flu that they created a few decades ago. Bottom line, that's what happened. I can prove it. It's on my website, stopthewf.org or fthewf.org. Just go there, DIYliberty.org. You'll see it. Go to the blog. You'll see all the information. It's all fucking right there. I mean, you've got more than enough information. But let's just say we took all our resources. We took the CERN Hadron Colliders and all the colliders out there where there's 5 of them or 200 of them or no, and all this technology and all this wealth and all our energy, and we fucking put it towards creating vessels. Because what did the Hawaiians do when they ran out of shit on islands? Okay? Supposedly we came from Easter Island. People are saying, I guess. I'm not sure. Right? And then Easter Island, things were getting really rough. And they were running out of resources, so they decided to leave. On many different islands. And they all kind of just got to Hawaii. Right? They just got to Hawaii. But we're voyagers first. We've always been nomadic. Right? Of course, we're going to plant roots and go somewhere and say, oh, this is a great area, little mound, nice, 100 so acres, this beautiful farmland. Yeah, it's good. Do that. That's fine. But at some point, we're going to need to focus this energy on moving out. Because we are voyagers. We are nomadic. We are hunter-gatherers by nature. That's our first instinctual thing. No matter what we do or how you act in your life, your hunter-gatherer instincts comes in first. Always first. Right? To protect, defend, your urges. Anyway. So take all that energy, all those resources, come together and say, hey, this is what we should do. Right? And guess what? 20, 30 years ago, they possibly thought there were 3 to 5 Goldilocks planets, right? That are like, there's a sun here and a moon, and then and there's an other string in a particular solar system that would possibly harbor, life similar to our own planets. But now they've found hundreds of thousands and possibly even millions. The universe, our galaxy, just to give you the comprehension of just from what we know, our galaxy, not our solar system of our 9 planets, right? Or however many fucking planets are, because it changes all the time. But in our solar system, that a grain of sand represents our solar system. No, excuse me, our galaxy. I was moved out there. So, and all the galaxies in the universe is everything else. We're nothing. Our galaxy is nothing but a grain of sand. And we've found thousands in our own galaxy of planets that are possibly habitable. Imagine going to others. So our goal should be travel. What's the best ship? The safest ship to transport? What's the fastest sail? On my last show, I just talked about American Magic, the boat Patriot, 37-foot, the pre-regatta that they just said. We took first place out of several different, just jam-packed, excuse the word, elite-type boats. Look it up. Just look up American Magic, Patriot, and you'll see America's Cup information, and you'll see these boats. They're amazing. Our technology, as far as travel and sailing, is just, it's amazing what we've done. Right? As far as how strong our ships are, our tankers, and our military ships, and all this other stuff, just amazing. I mean, the fucking aircraft carrier that I was on 1,093 feet, Carl Benson, 250,000 horsepower. The propellers, there were 4 of them, were 16 feet high. That's a fucking... And this thing, you should do a rooster tail, if you know what that is, on the back of it. When that thing kicked in, it would shoot up a fucking rooster tail about 50, 60, 70 feet high. Just... It was the fucking raddest thing ever. And we have this kind of technology. We have this kind of power. But it's in the hands of some sick fuckers that just want to hoard everything for themselves. We need to get rid of these people. They're a cancer. They are a gigantic cancer on this planet. And we're going to go to another one. Yes, so we can go fucking spend time on another planet for a few 100,000 millions or whatever years. Right? And then we'll go to the next one. We'll do the next one. Because there's a bazillion planets out there. You can't even count how many fucking planets that are probably inhabitable. So get off the climate change. We're destroying the fucking planet shit. Because that's just our nature. That's every species' nature. Now, it's how we do it, when we do it, and that's what we have to be careful with, of course. Right? And yes, we do have a pollution problem. We do not have a climate change problem. Right? I can't believe I fucking went for that like a lot of other people did. But that should be our goal. That should be our goal. We are voyagers. We are nomadic. We are hunter-gatherers. Period. So let's put our efforts into that. Stop these elitist Pedo Predator Class, a.k.a. World Economic Forum, associates, and all these fucks, and their agenda of killing at least 2/3 of the planet and taking the rest for themselves, hoarding the rest for themselves. All right. Aloha, I'll be back. Aloha. Aloha. Mahalo.